We need an aurora. The new mining shaft in coastal... Shaft? The new mining shaft. Words. In Coastal Highway demands exploration. Hey there, Legion. It's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark in our Against All Odds series. So yeah, I tried to cook some meat outside just now, and that didn't particularly go well. I'm not thrilled about it. But I do have a little bit on me that I can use to kind of snack on as I go forward into the night here. But I'm going to go ahead and drink a cup of herbal tea. This will help me regain some condition for the few hours I'm about to sleep, and I'm really not going to sleep very long at all. We're going to put this bearskin bedroll at my feet. And what I want to do is sleep for... Again, we're hoping for an aurora because it will power this mining shaft in front of us. If you missed it last episode, there is a new mining shaft in Coastal Highway, and essentially it works unlike any other aurora-powered feature in the game so far, in that the elevator down into the mining shaft only works during an aurora. I've only heard of this. I haven't actually been in here before. I've never seen it. Being in the top area of the mining shaft was my first... It was a first for me in the last episode, and now we are going to see if we can get down into the mining shaft and proceed from there. So let's sleep for, let's say, 3 hours. I heard that creak, and I was like, oh, maybe that's an aurora. Got excited. The chances that we actually get an aurora tonight are, I would say, pretty slim. But I'm still going to try and make it through the night. All right, we have 3 hours of improved rest remaining, so I will sleep for those 3 hours. If we don't get an aurora, I'm not going to sweat it too much. 87 days, 7 hours, 43 minutes. Improved rest is now gone, so let's drink another cup of herbal tea, which will help my calorimeter slightly. And now, how much time do I have? Is that, what, 6 hours? Yeah. So I'm going to sleep for another 3. I can't imagine that if an aurora starts, I'll have a lot of time, especially with the way I'm kind of going through the night piecemeal like this. All right, I've recovered a little bit of condition. It doesn't seem like tonight's going to give us an aurora, though, which makes me a little sad. I'll sleep for 3 more hours. Yeah, nice and dark in here, and the sun is starting to come up. Okay, so no aurora tonight. That's an anticlimax if I've ever seen one. I mean, not that we were particularly hoping for an aurora. We had thoroughly established that it was not likely, but still, the possibility was exciting. So let's pick up the bearskin bedroll. And now I'm going to need to start a fire outside. I'm hoping for a little bit calmer weather. And what I could do... I don't have a ton of time because I need to... Well, I've got cattails that I can snack on if I get close to starving. But I can break up wood inside. Oh, wait, I don't have light, though. That's the other thing. I need light. Aziz, light. Okay, well, in that case, I will just try and start a fire right outside, using what I can find, hoping the weather is decent. I don't hear any temperamental wind. Actually, I think I do. We are reasonably well rested now, and we did recover a decent amount of condition. That's nice. Okay. Not thrilled about the looks of our current wind situation. It's still quite windy. Just going to keep us from starting a proper fire. Let me look around for anything that I can use for said fire. I do also need to sharpen my... You know what? Yeah. So I can pass a little bit of time and wait till it gets a little warmer. Let me step back inside. I'm going to sharpen that hatchet. I'm going to do that. Because I need to. It's in need of some love. Plus, this will put us above daylight. So we can just start a fire outside, hoping the wind is calm. Because I really only need, like, an hour and a half. That's not even a lot of wood. Sharpening skill is really quite high at this point. Yeah, it's at 100. So I didn't see what the condition repair per sharpen was, but I think it's at, what, 5? Yeah, 5. All right, so... six more times after this one, and we'll be golden. And of course, we can drop a whetstone as well. Which, for those of you who aren't pack rats like me and who have been screaming at me about the number of whetstones and rifle cleaning kits and other miscellaneous inventory items I like to lug around with me, you will rejoice that I drop one whetstone, I'm sure. Even though you want me to drop like all of them. I get it. I do. People have different play styles. And sometimes I just overlook things or don't think about things while I'm commentating. And it can be maddening to watch, but also quite entertaining. So I've been told. And so I've occasionally found when watching my own videos. If it's been a while since I've recorded, I'll often go back and watch said content to get my bearings on where I was in the series, if I'm continuing a series. And yes, sometimes my own shenanigans are that amusing to me as well. Okay, now, again, I don't have a lot of time. That's exactly what I was describing a moment ago. So, ideally, I would like to... let's put that away. We technically have daylight, even though we... saying we have daylight, we totally don't. But I do have 45 minutes. I mean, we're in the like the back of a cave right now. But that's enough wood for the meat that I need to cook. And if the wind will be still for like an hour and a half outside right now, with the amount of time we just passed, hopefully it is. Ooh, yeah, we are close to starving. Yeah. Let's, just to be safe, I'm going to drink a coffee as well. This will regain some of my energy, refill some thirst, give me some calories, and preserve my cattails. It's a shame the aurora didn't hit. Oh, good. Perfect environment. Okay, 85% start chance. I'll take it. I may as well stay here and see if an aurora comes up tonight, because I need to pass that amount of time anyway, and then I can start heading back towards the campsite. I may as well. I mean, why wouldn't I? Makes sense.
God, I'd eat anything right about now.
I know. Now, some of these are going to finish cooking, I think, relatively quickly. But not those two, unless I have to recook them since they didn't finish, which is a possibility. Condition on that coffee tin has not gone down too much, thankfully. Alright, I need to add a little bit more. There we go. Alright, now I'm actually warming up. Alright, that's 1 venison steak. 2 venison steak. Perfect. Now, moment of truth. Yeah, I have to recook them entirely. Okay, that's fine. Feels like 39 degrees at the moment. Nice and just foggy day, which means it's a little warmer, no wind. Loving it. There's not much else that I have to do in this area. I could always go back and get more of the meat off the deer. Nothing to stop me from doing that. I've got 2 hours and 40 minutes on the fire, so there's an argument for that, to be sure. Okay. Now I'm going to put this down in the snow. Let's drink water. And I will go ahead and get the rest of that deer meat, because if I'm going to hang out here and see if we can catch an aurora tonight, then... Hang on, while I'm thinking about this. Yeah, let's drop you. We're going to harvest these sticks. Probably keep them on me. I doubt that I'll put them on the fire, but I will grab a torch out of the fire and proceed towards the deer. The deer is going to be frozen, but I'm okay with that. With any luck, some carrion crows will guide me right to it. Not quite as warm as we were. We're losing warmth now. Is it clothing related? No, it's not. God, I can't believe I found 2 pairs of long johns. That's awesome. All right, so those crows are over the crop deer. I see a wolf. Or actually, that silhouette looks fairly tall. Could be a deer. Oh no. I do not see any crows in the general direction of that deer kill, which is fine. I'll live. Oh wait, nope, there they are. There they are. Perfect. And there's my torch from when I was about to take my shot at it the first time. The shot at the back of its head. What is that? What's that shape next to the, what would you call that, a pylon? Alright. Now, we're not going to have a ton of time with this. I do have more wood and coal that I can put on the fire, so that's at least good. Let's see. Actually, it's not going to take as much time as I thought. Nice. All right, so let's harvest you up. It's going to take half an hour, and then we will hightail it right back. Yeah, I know it's cold. I know. Don't tell me twice. Hey, I can see my fire. That's kind of cool. A beacon in the fog. I can't recall a time that I've ever guided myself back to a camp from that far away using my own fire. Oh, that's really cool. I like that a lot. Nice coincidence. Okay, so we need to cook what's left of this deer. Wolves do patrol, like I mentioned last episode, closer in to this coastline, so I need to be mindful of the fact I might be running right toward one right now. There can be wolves that walk in this area and near that that shed, that construction hut, whatever you want to call it. So I would prefer not to provoke their ire, at least until I'm done cooking this deer. Then I will welcome all of the ire that they would like to share with me. I will specifically be welcoming it with a rifle round. Or 2. If forced to do so. Okay. Alright, hour 34 minutes left on the fire. Okay, so I'm going to add that last piece of reclaimed wood. And then how am I doing calorie-wise now? Don't need to eat yet, but that's fine. There was a snowflake that like wandered into the corner of the frame, and for a second I freaked out. I was like, oh god. Something's walking right up to me. I'm not that jumpy, I promise. Unless I'm just starting a new season and I want it to last for a long time, and I'm super paranoid about wolves, which may or may not be a thing that you guys will remember or not remember. Okay. Oh, wait. Damn it. That wasn't done. Damn it. So now does that mean I have to recook the whole thing? That's the small piece. Yeah, gotta recook the whole thing. That's fine. I'll eat the small piece. Got like a minute left on it. That's funny. Okay, so all of this has been cooked. Still got more than enough water. I suppose I can get a little bit more out of this equation. While the fire's going, may as well. Oh, hello. Oh, blizzard has started up. Thankfully it's nice and warm and we're protected from the wind. But that was interesting timing. Have I cooked all of my venison? Yes, I have. Okay. Well, I mean, while I've got the wind working for me, I may as well continue. Yep, perfect. Yeah, the fire's hot enough. It's because we're not in the wind. We're not getting the wind chill, and we're getting the warmth from the fire. So that's working. Let's do that one more time. I could also cook like coffees or teas right now. I'm not going to do that. Although I'm not quite sure why I wouldn't. Hang on. Man, may as well. I've got the water for it. Let's cook some more coffee and tea. Just one of each. Okay, 2 of each then. I'll take it. Three of each it is. Not going to go much more than that, though. Because we're almost out of fire time anyway. We can do just a little bit more. Let's cook one last coffee and one last tea. Okay, now the wind has changed direction, although we are still blocked from it. Interestingly enough. Just barely, though. I mean, it's probably about to blow that fire out, I would imagine. Okay, so all of that can stay there. I still have 0.96 gallons of water, which is amazing. Let's go inside. Alright, so I can rest now, I suppose. I'm just going to light a match. And I should have one of these that's hot, so why not drink that? Don't have a lot of coffee or tea left to make. I've almost made it all. Okay, and now I'm going to sleep for... What I'm hoping is that I wake up to an aurora. But let me... Yeah, I did drink that tea. Let me sleep for 6 hours. Although I'm kind of doubtful that a blizzard will transition into an aurora. That's not likely, I would think. All right, improved rest is almost gone, so let me drink one more tea. And we're going to do the whole 3-hour sleep thing again. See if we can trick the game into giving us another aurora. We're also recovering a good amount of condition right now, which is nice. Not tired enough. Oh, I should have thought about that. Damn. Well, it's past just 2 hours of time. Okay. I would imagine there would be lots lighting up in here if there was an aurora. The blizzard's gone, so I'm going to go back towards the mine shaft and see if we can get that thing going. there's no way to interact with it when it's not powered. We're halfway through the night. So I would need to be very careful with whatever time I had left. Again, this could definitely end the series if I found myself down here without supplies. Yeah, it doesn't sound creepy at all. Alright, let's pass time for 2 more hours. If this thing starts up, I can just escape out of this time passing. How am I doing? Drink a little bit of water. 6.84 pounds. So much water. Well, seems like we might be 0 for 2, Legion. Okay, now I should still have improved rest for 6 hours because I haven't used it, so let's use that now. I will have to keep an eye on my stomach. Alright, let's sleep for... I'll go ahead and sleep for 6. Then we're just going to have to go and grab a deer steak almost immediately because we're almost out of calories. Alright, the sun is up. What day is it? 88. I may as well start making my way back towards the Quonset now. Because somewhere on day 89... I know. I got you, my dear. Hold on for just a second, and we will be golden. Yeah, I think I'm going to head back towards the Quonset. Because somewhere on day 89 is when that deer hide will be done curing. So I can hang out there for the last little bit. Did I pick up my bedroll? Yes, I did. Bearskin bedroll condition is actually in the 70s now, which that doesn't fill me with joy. All right. Weather sounds calm. Oh, the weather is calm. It's beautiful. All right, let's eat that. And eat that. Perfect. Now, I am going to be carrying a decent amount of wolf meat back with me, so this is possibly going to attract some attention as I make my way back towards the Quonset. But I will put up with it. I don't have that far to walk, and I do have means to self-defense. I'm not encumbered. Let's see what we can get away with. I do see a wolf out there on the ice between the 2 trees. There could always be one closer to the shoreline as well, so I'll need to be mindful of that. I only have 1 scent bar. But as we've discussed many, many times, how many scent bars you have and the degree to which... I'm going to use some statistics terminology if you want here. So the scent bars are ordinal in nature. In that, you know, you can have 1, 2, or 3. So as a variable, as an expression of how smelly you are, it's ordinal. Problem with ordinal variables, said the statistics teacher, is that you don't know the distance between them. You don't know exactly how far apart one is from the other. So you could have 1 bar but actually be close to 2, depending on how the system is represented. And that's the problem, is that, as I've discussed many times, just not in this detailed of a fashion, the measurement of scent is interval ratio. So it's just a numeric value that can be anywhere on a range from some low to some high, much more than 1, 2, or 3. So you can have a very, very small scent value to where you're not even registering 1 scent bar, but still be attractive to wolves at close distance. But you could also have 1 scent bar and be more attractive because you're closing in on 2, even though the game is still representing it as 1. That's my sense of things. I haven't had a ton of confirmation into that, but again, the main evidence that I have for that is that wolves will come toward you when you're carrying things, even if you don't have a single scent bar. Like we have one right now. And that is why. I just lost like half of you. Go back and listen again. You'll learn something. I don't know where you are. 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 Where are you? Bastard. I heard the footstep before I heard the bark. He's back. All right, well, I was joking about rifle rounds earlier. I would prefer not to waste one on this wolf, so I'm going to try not to. Because it really would be a waste. Oh, that one's coming too. Yes, there's one to my left. I'm well aware. There was one at the last second, so I had 3 wolves just now on all sides of me. Well, that's one way to end an episode. Let's see, before I wrap up here, let's see how much time is left on this. Oh, still a full day. Okay. It's 81, well, less than a full day, right? Because a full day would be 80%. But we are down to our last 24-hour period, so we can probably just hang out here, I would imagine. And in the next episode, I will do just that, and then we will craft the deerskin boots, and we will head towards... First of all, we will head towards... why am I calling it Mystic Valley? Mystery Lake. We're going to head to Mystery Lake, then we're going to head to Forlorn Muskeg, and then we're going to head to Milton, and then we're going to head to the... Hush River Valley. And the reason we're going through Forlorn Muskeg is that it will allow us, and I mentioned this before, I believe, but I'll just say it again, it will allow us to revisit the bottom area of Milton, which is where we concluded Season 4 of Against All Odds, while we're on the way to conclude Season 5. And I rather like that idea. So that's why we're taking the scenic route. It's going to take a little bit longer to get there, but it'll help us fill out some episodes, get a little bit more done, and just a little bit more seen, I suppose. We haven't actually been to Forlorn Muskeg in this series yet, I don't think, either. So there's always the possibility that we'll find something handy as we cruise through that zone, although it really will just be kind of touch and go. We will not go to Broken Railroad. So that's just a death trap. But anyway, I'm going to stop this one here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.